Hey YouTube, this is going to be my first video. It's going to be about this Mosin Nagant I got in a couple days ago. Hopefully I'm going to have up a little kind of mini series of videos just on this Mosin Nagant. Now the first video is going to be about a pretty popular issue with the Mosin, is the sticky bolt issue, sticky bolt syndrome that the Mosin Nagant has. And I know there are probably hundreds of people out here with Mosin Nagants who have sticky bolts. I know I can't be the only one. I found a fairly simple way to fix this sticky bolt. I know there are tons of videos about how to fix it. Some of them are just as simple as giving your bore a good cleaning and lubricating the entire bolt mechanism. Well, I think the way I found is a little bit easier. Now this is a model 1939. It's 9130, model 9130, 1939. So the bolt assembly should be the same for every Mosin Nagant, I'm pretty sure. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, you're going to want to pull in the trigger and then pull back on the bolt to release it completely. Now, I don't know if you can see this. Let me get closer to the camera here. But right here, that little kind of shiny piece right there is actually a little spring that clips around the rimmed part of the bullet. And I'll show you how it works here with a little blank I've got. Just got a few little blanks for safety. And see, all it does is it clips there and it holds the bullet in place. And see, I could support the whole bolt mechanism just with this round. It's pretty freaking solid there. Now, my hypothesis, if you will, is that this little spring, over years and years of just being stored away, has gotten stiff and stubborn, and just it makes it a pain in the butt to get rounds in it. So I've kind of figured out a neat little way to kind of relieve some of that tension. I've got my little Mosin multi-tool right here. Now, this is pretty much just a flathead screwdriver. If you don't have one of these, you can just use a flathead screwdriver. See, you can kind of see it's just really thin. And now what I'm going to do is, on this part that I'm talking about, the little kind of spring thing that clips around the rims of the cartridges, I'm just going to take this and kind of use it horizontally and just kind of push that little spring in and out to try to just wiggle it and relieve some of the built-up pressure and kind of loosen it up. And you can do this for a little while, maybe do it 10 or 15 times, pushing it back and forth, and that'll relieve that pressure and make it a little bit easier to get rounds in this little ring under the clip. Okay, that should be all I need to do. You can see it looks the same, but it's a little less stubborn and hard. I can actually move it just with my finger now. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the bolt, which all you have to do is pull the trigger down again, insert the bolt, and you're good to go. Now I'm going to take these blanks, I've got 5 blanks here, I'm going to put them in, and then I'm going to run them through the gun just to see how it reacts bolt wise. These are snubby little things, so sometimes there's feeding problems because they slip out, but that doesn't have anything to do with the sticky bolt. I've actually got a few live rounds there I'll do in a minute. Okay, see? See, that's what I'm talking about. They're little chode rounds, so it's kind of hard, but it's very effortless. It does it again. Very effortless to turn. Just turn it with one thumb. If you do it fast enough, then there's no ejection problems. But okay, that's with these little, I don't know, little blanks. You can see the ends of them are crimped. They're full of powder though, so they would make a pretty loud boom if you just shot them off. But I've got a few actual live 7.62 by 54 rimmed rounds right here. And the rim is actually what goes into the little part that I'm talking about to fix the bolt. We're just going to put a few of these in here, stack them in there. Going to fill the little clip up. So the little sucker go. There he is. Very effortless. See feeding issues. It's very effortless. It's much better than when I got it, and it was very, very sticky. And I would have to slam down or hit this bolt in order to get it to push in, because that's how it works. When you push it down this way, that's when the little clip actually engages around the ring of the rim of the cartridge. So that's where you're going to need all of the effort if you have a stiff little spring. But see, now it's much better, and the bolt operates much smoother. Just because I'll run a few more through just to demonstrate. Very smooth, just my thumb, that's all it took. That guy was being a little stickler, but still just a thumb. So, yep, that's going to be the first video.